He came to me in the break room and said, "Brandy, how do you feel about a union?" And I told him I was ready. Give me a card.
I started out with about 5 employees in my living room, talking about what we could do, and basically we decided that a union was a way to go.
I would have been just fine without a union, but we're really given no other choice. We're backed into a corner. If the administration had done the right thing, if they had consulted us, if they'd treated us fairly, we wouldn't be doing this right now.
We decided that we would start talking to other coworkers, and of course it was a little intimidating because a lot of these people had never dealt with unions.
I had contacted another employee, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we are forming a union." Unbeknownst to me, this had been going on for a long time, and they were afraid of where my allies would stand because I was friends with some administration and had worked with part of the administration at some point in time.
They were so afraid that the moment that the word union got out, there would be nobody employed at KVH.
And eventually we went from about 5 people to about 10 people, and then to 20 people, and then there was about 35 to 45 people in my living room.
Actually, the union didn't come in with their pinstripe suits and said, "You guys need a union." The union was invited. The union rep came in the middle of winter on nasty roads, and we begged them to come, basically.
We were sitting out back having lunch one day, and we were just in a conversation and about, the things that were happening, and I'm thinking the only way that I see something happening here is to form a union. And he goes, "I think that you are right."
It was amazing how much employee support and how many of the employees were really thinking the same thing, but they just weren't communicating with each other. They were either afraid to talk about it, or they just didn't realize that other people felt the way that they did.
I said, "It's about time."
It has been obvious to me for years that in employment situations there is so much power with the management that it's really important for there to be a way for the employees to have some parity in the situation, and unions do that very well.
He came to me and needed to talk to me, and we went outside, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what's going on? And he had brought up the subject of a union and that there was going to be a meeting in a couple of days.
And then we ended up having a meeting at one of the churches, and it was with all the employees, and we signed cards and got a super majority, I understand, very quickly. It's almost unheard of, how soon we had that super majority.
We basically weren't going to stop until we had cards in our hands. Our negotiator just about flipped because you don't do it that way. But we needed to get it done.
Knowing that there was a way that I could maybe save my job, have that security, have some of my issues and concerns taken care of, the grievance process itself, right then and then, what did I have to lose? Everybody else was signing. We were there as a group, and we needed to all stick together at that time, and we did, and we still have.